In a recently re-released episode of the Street Knowledge Podcast, Bernard Riggin, whose street name is Big Bootsie, found it necessary to discuss the fact that he and his team had always spoken openly in regards to Alpo well before his death, even going so far as to provide time-stamped clips for his viewers. Let's take a look.
Nothing, I spoke about some stuff about Alpo in one of my posts, in one of my episodes, and somebody went on the comment. They went in the comment and said, Bootsie, y'all dudes wasn't talking like that when Alpo was alive and out here. And I'm not saying what I'm saying now to sound tough or drag Alpo name in the mud or none of that. I just want to let people know that how me and my team, we ride for what we believe in. So, we did speak about Alpo when he was out here, alive. And he was alive for a couple years after we spoke about it on the Queen's Flip. That's Gangsta Lou, my brother Gangsta Lou, and myself spoke about it. And I'm going to give y'all a quick clip with what Lou said to Alpo and what I said about Alpo. And it wasn't in no disrespectful manner. It's about letting the world know what he did, why he did it. Because, he was saying of how and why he actually killed our bro, Rich Porter. So I'm going to give y'all a quick clip, and then we'll get back into some of this topic so y'all understand what I'm talking about. Let's go, Jax. Which camera's on? Right. I want to look at the camera, and I want to ask you this, Pope. Who did you ever do something to? I'm talking about you. Like, it's a difference between a doer and a half-doer. I'm a doer. So when niggas run around running their mouth about what they want to do to Lou and this, that, and the third, or he's Boogaloo and all that, I think niggas been away too long, bro. I think niggas need to walk around and talk to some of these little young niggas that's running around here doing all the killing. Or walk in some of these yards and some of these jails that I done walked in, bro. And ask some of these niggas, man. I do this shit for real. I was doing it when you left, and I'm still doing it now that you home, bro. So when you talk about me, bro, be easy. Because this shit here is real shit, bro. I'm Boogaloo, yeah, but I'm definitely Gangsta Lou. The homie. Know that shit, bro.
After admitting he was not yet off the porch, literally, meaning his mother had forbidden the little Big Bootsie from going outdoors, fearing he might be victimized next. Bernard Riggin, whose street name is Big Bootsie, is notoriously known for working for others such as AZ, Unique Metafraudio, Alberto Martinez, and plenty of others who had a bag in play at the time. He would continue his storytelling prowess by talking about AZ's friend being kidnapped, potentially behind Alpo's actions. Let's take a look.
I know one of my homies from the Bronx. He was giving Alpo some work. And this was back in the day when Alpo was running the streets terrorizing, as people, was saying, terrorizing. And y'all wanted to hear Stan's story. Stan was AZ's best friend. Besides the one, Charlie C, that got killed in the house when AZ got shot up. But Stan was one of AZ's great friends. My boy from the Bronx. I ain't gonna say his name because he's living a good life now. He's chilling, but he's nothing to play with. Never was nothing to play with. And only people that know. So I'm just giving y'all a story of how a lot of people wasn't scared of Alpo. But he gave Alpo some work, did some business with him. Alpo didn't want to pay. Alpo disappeared. He coming around, calling, looking for beeping Alpo, looking for him. Alpo not answering his call, not hitting him back, not letting him know what's going on. He was coming to our block, looking for him, seeing if he seen him, going down to 132, the location where everybody talk about, around, where A would hang out. A had his spot at. He was going down there. Alpo wasn't around. Alpo, they probably heard that he was here. He just dipped out, left. But at this time, Stanley was hanging with Alpo at this time. So while Stanley hanging with Alpo, running around doing all this crazy stuff to people, and Stan was not no terror. He was not built like that, do nothing. He was a good dude. Stan was known as a good dude. And he was the guy that you could leave something at his crib and it's going to be there when you get back. Hold the money, all that type stuff. He was one of them guys. So he started hanging with Alpo. So long story short, Alpo still dipping out on my homie from the Bronx. I ain't giving him his money. Homie knew about where Stan be at. Guess what happens to Stan because of Alpo? Homie and them went and kidnapped Stan. Snatched Stan up. Call AZ. Yo, where your boy Poe at? I need my money. Stan here. He ain't going nowhere until that money get back.
After revealing that Alpo was a terror on the streets and that he'd done wild and crazy things to a bunch of people, Bernard Riggin, whose street name is Big Bootsie, revealed that Alpo never intended to pay for the package of garbage he'd received from Bootsie's now friend who lives in the Bronx, forcing AZ to pay the ransom out of his own pocket in order to retain his friend's life. Bernard Riggin, whose street name is Big Bootsie, would then tell a rare story of Wayne Perry visiting Harlem with Alpo and how Alpo had knocked Brooklyn dudes out in one punch. Let's take a look.
I'm gonna give you another quick story. How I saved Alpo and Wayne Perry's life at the Apollo Theater on the backside of the Apollo. After the Apollo was over, we all leaving. Everybody leaving spurts. Everybody knew about the Wednesday nights at the Apollo. We used to go there every Wednesday. Anybody from Harlem was up in there. You might have had a few other bros that come through, but you know it's popping. Later on, we'll probably go down to M&G's to get food and all that. But this particular night, everybody's going to their car. So I'm walking in my car. I see Alpo and Wayne talking to some girls. But really, Alpo was. Wayne was just standing there waiting for Poe to finish. So as Alpo talking, as I'm approaching, I see somebody say something to Poe, and it was the girl's boyfriend or whatever. And he said something to Alpo, slick, and some Brooklyn dudes. Long story short, Alpo said something back to him or whatever. I ain't know it's your girl and this and that, however it may go. So now Wayne Perry on his pivot right now. And the homie was with his Brooklyn dudes. So one of the Brooklyn dudes was behind Wayne Perry. So Alpo was asked the dude, what's up, man? He knocked one out. Boom, straight knocked him out. Alpo knocked him straight out. Boom. Perry had I can't make this up. He had the Tech 9, the one with the banana clip, when you could see through the clip. The brown colored joint, you could see through it. He had it like right strapped up with the strap around it. And Poe stopped. And Poe seen what he was about. He stopped. I got this. Told Wayne chill. But Wayne still in his pivot. Poe squaring up with the other dude. He not going out. He's squaring up with the other dude. So as he's squaring up with the other dude, they fighting. They going at it. I see the Brooklyn dude behind Wayne Perry trying to figure out, should I pull a gun? Because too many people start walking around. He pulled the 38 out. I see him pull it out. He right behind Wayne Perry. And then people start coming up more and more as the fight going on. He put it back in. He looking around, trying to figure out, trying to figure out when. He could have hit Perry. And I'm like, yo, Poe. He looked back. I'm like, yo. He seen me do like this. He looked back. The police coming. The police was coming. I'm like, yo, the police coming, man. Come on. But I hit him on the side like, yo, my nigga, this nigga had the 38 behind your boy. He was like, say word. So I walks off because the police was coming deep. Somebody must have seen Wayne gun or either the guy that was behind Wayne gun. And I was standing next to Wayne and the Brooklyn dude that had the gun. He ain't know that I knew Poe and Wayne. I didn't really know Wayne, but I used to see him with Poe at spurts. But I knew he was with Poe. That's Poe boy. So we just walk off. I go one way, they go their way. I'm walking towards where the police was coming. As they coming my way, I go to the left, they go to the left. I go to the right, they go to the right. Somebody told them I had the gun. They grabbed me up, snatched me up, threw me on the car. I'm outside on 125th, between 125th and 126th. And they snatched my pants down and standing in my underwear. Searching me, where the gun? I'm like, man, I got no gun, what are you talking about? They searched me, they didn't find no gun, they let me go. They started going, dispersing into the crowd, looking around. But somebody told them I had the gun, because that's how close I was to that situation.
After explaining how Alpo's knuckle game was outrageously unmatched by his Brooklyn opposition, and explaining how he'd been detained and consequently left in his tighty whities by the NYPD, Bernard Riggin, whose street name is Big Bootsie, will go on to tell a story about how he looked up to Alpo, that is, until Alpo used him as a drug mule and never paid for his services. Let's take a look.
So if he think that Rich did him dirty about some money, and he killed him behind Rich back, how had him killed, befriended him and snuck him in that car, that wasn't gangster at all. But I'm going to give y'all another story with what he did, and nobody killed him. I'm standing on my block. I'm a young boy then. These is my big brothers, Alpo, AZ, all them, Rich Porters. I look up to all them guys. That's what made me want to, get me some money when I got older and do things, to do the things that they was doing. That's normally how it happens in the streets. We dictate what we see our bigger peers do. So he see me on the corner. He ain't had nobody. He needed somebody bad. I've been running with A for a while. I normally get in the car, go uptown with with A, get to work. Actually, this how Alpo know that I was one of the guys that carried the work. Because me, him, and A went up to Dykeman one time. And A was getting some work. And when he got to work, he gave me the work. And I walked as far as I can from that area as a little kid. Then he'll tell me to jump in the cab. I jump in the cab and he'll follow the cab. to the block or wherever he needed me to take the work to, and had the cab take me there. And always used to pay me like $1,000, $2,000, stuff like that. So this particular time, I'm just standing on the block chilling. I ain't doing nothing. It was early in the daytime. Alpo come through. He ride by. He on the uptown side. He see me. My building is on the downtown side, 723. He bangs a U-turn, jump out. Like, what up, kid? What you doing? I'm like, nothing. Just chilling right now. And, it's early. He was like, yo, you want to make some money? Come roll me. I'm like, hell yeah. I jump in the car with him. I'm like, come on. Jump in the car. We roll uptown. We go to Dykeman. I don't get out the car. He gets out the car. Go in the building. Do whatever he did. He come down with a bag. Told me to come in. He was like, yo, there's 5 birds. Do the routine. Walk a little bit. Once you get to where you get to go, then we'll grab a cab and all that. So we did the routine. Long story short, did the routine. He told me, he said, yeah, I'm going to give you 2 racks. I got you. I'm like, all right, bet. So we do the routine. I walk up a little bit just in case if the police was watching when he come out the building and, stuff like that. I walk, do the routine, get in the joint. He told me take the cab to my block and he'll take it from there. Take the cab to my block, get to my block. I give him the bag. Once I give him the bag, he was like, yo, he said, I got you. I'll be back. Don't worry. I got you. I was like, all right, cool. You know me, I'm the little young boy out of the team. And I give him the bag, he leave. I'm thinking, I can trust him. He's a man of his word. No Alpo come back. No Alpo the next day, I don't see him. No Alpo the day after that, I don't see him. So now I'm frustrated. I tell, hey, yo, man, Poe had me carry some birds for him. Poe told me he's going to give me 2 racks. Well, we ain't say 2 racks back then. Told me he's going to give me 2 G's. I ain't seen or heard from him. He's like, all right, I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna talk to him about that. Still ain't hear from no Alpo. Ain't seen him. Ain't mentioned it no more. Poe disappeared. I guess it just faded out that I didn't get my money. Now, my point to this situation is, what if I'm mad at this man for not giving me my money? And I see him somewhere, and I don't even want to talk. And I want to take his life for what he did to me, for my little bit of money.
All right, peace. You already know where you at and who you rocking with, right? All right. So let's get to that thing. Yo, Big Bootsie. Somebody hit me up on Instagram and threw that video in my inbox, yo. I say, oh, this is a re-rock. This is a re-release. He must be re-releasing this to either confirm the story that AZ just told on Say Cheese about the Bronx dude that Poe owed money, or he's riding the wave of viewers that want to view that content, or he's trying to say that he said it first. Because I don't know who told the story first. I do know that this particular video, which the link to it will be in the description box if you'd like to see it in its entirety, is a re-rock. I'm not sure when he came out with it, if it was last year, the year before last, or whatever. You feel me? I remember watching this video before, and it's titled like 5 days ago or whatnot. So I'm going to call it a re-rock or re-release. In doing that, though, you can tell that Bootie's still mad about how Poe played him. And he said a lot of true things in the video, like, I might have to say Alpo's name again because I'm a part of his history, he's a part of our history, our culture, and this and that and the other, all of which is true, but that does not mean, pardon self, that it ain't up for debate. You feel me? That don't mean it ain't up for debate. I got a comment the other day, because Bootsie was talking about some comments he got, as you heard in the clips I played earlier, that said to me that you got to stop acting like everything Poe said to you is official. Why? Everybody ain't lying on Poe. Poe is a dirty guy and this and that and the other. Let's skip past that. If he said it to me, he said it to me. I'm taking him at his word. Why are people upset at me taking him at his word, though? You feel me? Despite what whomever else may have to say about the exact same situation and how it did or did not go down the way Poe said it. Why you mad I'm taking him at his word? Because ain't nobody else doing it. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, let's get back to this. Bootsie tells a story about getting knocked in Maryland with some illegal drugs behind, I believe it was the radio or something like that. An illegal search and seizure happens. Bam, they find the drugs. They're locked up. This is what I want to know. Bootsie, if you and your team so solid, why dog have to ask if you ratted? You didn't feel no type of way about dude asking you, did you tell the police I had drugs in the car? Because he beat you to that. I'm sure if you felt like he was a rat or something like that, you'd have told him the way he told you. Hey, dog, did you say something about this and that and the other? That means he potentially felt like you was a rat, or could be, or may not stand on all 10 toes, even though you did in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You feel me? That's the way that could be perceived. I mean, he wouldn't have to ask if he knew, and you say your team know the game and y'all was 10 toes down and this and that and the other. Well, what he had to ask you that question for? Beyond that, let's get past that. Let's get to the Stanley situation dog was talking about, because I ain't gonna have y'all for a long time. Because I recall doing this video before, because I recall seeing that video before. So I ain't gonna go through all of that. I'm just gonna recall what I heard. What he told, like 3 or 4 stories. What he say? He said a dude from the Bronx was giving Poe work, and Poe was hiding, is the way the title said it. Why would you say he was hiding, dog? It's comments in your comment section, like this one and this one, where people are telling you that Poe wasn't hiding from nobody. He was very visual in his days before prison and after. Why would you say he was hiding? Is that clickbait? You know what I'm saying? That ain't hiding, man. That's just not paying a dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure if he'd ran into him, he'd have handled that situation how it called for to be handled. You know what I'm saying? Do you think he'd got paid? He told AZ it was garbage. You feel me? He had no intention of paying for that package of garbage that he'd gotten from your friend in the Bronx. You feel me? If not for AZ going to pay that handsome ransom the way he had, man, it would have been a bad situation, I think. At least, you feel me? You say dog wasn't nothing to play with. You say he looked like something to play with, but wasn't nothing to play with. So dog played with him and found out. But Poe didn't really find out anything, did he? AZ found out because AZ paid that ransom, man. Now, do we know if Poe paid him back or not? AZ said he did. See, that's all you can say about stuff like that is AZ said he did. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Nah. Let's get to the meat and gristle of this, dog. You was gonna do Poe. You probably really did feel like you wanted to do Poe over that $2,000, huh? I thought that not Gangsta Lou. I thought that AZ had paid you that $2,000. That's crazy. He tells a story about Poe knowing that he was a package guy, a runner, a do boy, a stepper. Some, you know, not a stepper, no, because steppers mean different things in this day and age. So no, he wasn't a stepper, but yeah, he used his feet a lot. So Poe contracts him to walk some narcotics from here to there and everywhere, and then catch a cab. And he does this under the guise that Poe will give him $2,000 after the job is complete, which he does not get. Not only does he not do anything about it, I mean, he's a kid, okay? Everybody's going to say, he's a kid. What is he supposed to do? Whoop on Poe? This and that and other. But he told on him, no. He went and told AZ. And what did AZ do? Nothing. He did nothing at all, man. That's crazy. You feel me? AZ didn't give you your money. He gave him the money for staying. Didn't you just tell a story about him, AZ paying the handsome ransom for staying? So why didn't AZ reach in his pocket and give you that measly $2,000 that Poe owed you, man? And just get it back from Poe the way he did with the staying thing, like he said that. You ever thought about that, dog? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So it's safe to say that when that happened, that ruined your admiration for Poe. You no longer looked up to him. You were upset with him. And you said if you wanted to do something to somebody over money, you could have did something to Poe over that. What if you wanted to do something to him over that $2,000 and you walked up on him and you didn't even want to talk? That's a nice hypothetical, dog. Because technically it is the same situation. Would you have done that? I'm gonna leave that up in the air. But hey, man, you need to debate me, man. I told you, somebody said we need to share a screen, man, and I agree. You feel me? Because I think the way I think directly clashes with a lot of the stuff that you think, especially in regards to Poe, if nothing else. You feel me? I can't get on you about paid in full like that. You feel me? You are in the movie. Like he said, like my part in the movie. Now you shining, B. I had to go back and look like that. That is that dude. Big Bootsie. You feel me? He did get the chain after dog shot him in the buttocks. You feel me? Somebody told me the dude that got shot in the butt was Gangsta Lou. Is that true, Big Bootsie? I just want to know. Anyway, I ain't got nothing else to say on this subject, man. This episode was kind of filler, as I know we had done this before. You know what I'm saying? I got some more coming for you in a minute. Peace to the gods, peace to the earth. Until we meet again. I'll be back.